Hey, Reviews and Dunn. Who's giving you a dose this week?
Happy Saturday. Derek Dunn, Reviews and Dunn.
Yes, sir.
My favorite scene in the film is the hallway scene, kind of in the first act with Alma and Maggie, where we find out what may have happened. Was that done in one take?
You talking about in the party scene?
After the party scene where she goes and she says what happened with Hank, and they're
Ah,
sitting on the steps.
oh, yes. No, well, a lot of times we had two cameras going. Sometimes I think in certain spaces we could only utilize one camera. Um, and for that one, I think what he used the oh, you said did we do it in one take? Or did we
Yes.
use for one? Yeah. We probably, I think we did more than one take on that scene. It's a tough scene. And Io and Julia had developed amazing relationship. If you hear them now, if you see them, like yesterday, we're holding hands. They created an incredible bond. Even though there was all this tension with them in the scene, I think it was important for them off camera to create, like, to become really, really tight, really good friends. So it's really interesting, so that they could that they could play things quite intimately on camera. Um, and so obviously that was the first set of tension, or first moment of tension that we see between them in a scene, I think, in the film. Trying to remember where when we shot that, what part of the schedule we shot that in. But it was a tough day because we knew it had to be somewhat contentious between them. And so whenever there's those scenes, there's apprehension both from the actors and from Luca, because they're all trying to get it right. They're all trying to get that dynamic right. And I think there's, like, I guess, organic um, apprehension and hesitancy, and I guess slight insecurity around whether or not they're going to hit the mark properly. And so I knew, yeah, remembering that definitely that day was there was a different kind of focus on them hitting that mark correctly. And on us too, because what that does is that creates a certain level of um, I guess there's a more intense focus on our part to be present, to create the space for them to do that. And so I'm pretty sure we did more than one take, not many, because of course on tough scenes, it's we don't want a lot. No one wants to do a lot of takes. They want to kind of nail it because they're trying to get it all out at one time, and they don't want to go through that again. And we don't want them to go through that again. So, but I'm sure we did more than one take on that shot. Yeah, and like I said, it was a narrow space, so we couldn't get two cameras in at all times. The wide shot, it was a single camera, but then it was like, I do remember as we started to go in, we did have a second angle. If you remember, there's a shot through the stairs, a close up. There was stairs on the side, so we shot, and you could see the foreground of the stairs and the foreground of Io, framing Julia, a close up of Julia when she says, "What are you saying happened?" Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's Reviews and Dunn.